How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to Baker Financial Foundations. So today what we're going to talk about is our first month of debt payoff on our debt snowball, where we ended up, how much money we spent, and how it affected the future amount of payments that we have coming out in order to pay off all of our debt. So January was a little bit of a different month, so we went way over budget, and I will put a card at the top of the screen so you can see like the January budget overview. But we did come out good on the month overall with all of our income minus all the expenses. And I just want to go through and recap on how much we paid specifically towards debt last month in January. So my Discover card, I ended up paying $82.01. Our other Discover loan, we paid $255.50. Student loans, we paid $251.87. The HELOC was $120. And the Explorer was $525. And those numbers gives us a total of $1,234.38 that we paid off. We still have a long way to go, but every month is going to be a small step towards the gigantic goal of becoming debt free. So as you saw on my EveryDollar app, there is the Amazon payment of $750. It's included in the debt category, but it's not an actual debt amount. But that Amazon category is also used as like my wife's play money. So when we established our very first budget, that was one of the stipulations to keep her on board, was that she had $200 to use pretty much wherever. And 9 times out of 10, that $200 gets spent through Amazon. So that's just how we labeled it. It's not an actual debt that we have to pay off, so that's not included in our monthly total for debt payoff. So now I'm going to pull up the debt payoff planner and I'm going to show you where we are sitting currently after all of the January payments and how much debt we have left on each of our categories, and kind of go through and talk about them just a little bit. So you can see right here, my Discover balance is now $1,800. This Discover balance is probably something that's going to get paid off next month or as soon as our tax money comes back in. And I, of course, will make a video on our taxes and what you should do with your tax money and how you should set up your taxes going through the year so that you don't get a huge refund back. So I don't want to get too sidetracked talking about taxes, but the next balance we had is Megan's Discover card. It's at $12,295. The Explorer is now down to $34,958. Her student loans, the first one is $15,628. The second one's $19,277. Our HELOC is now at $24,828, and the house is at $119,220. So we didn't make a huge jump. We pretty much made the minimum payments plus about $30 or so on my Discover card. So it wasn't a huge month for debt payoff. But if you'll remember from the last video, we do have $175 that I rolled over into this month that I haven't included anywhere. The budget is the most important thing when it comes to paying off debt and making sure that you are able to spend more money paying off debt and finding extra money throughout the month. So going into February, we are definitely trying to make sure that we are strict on our budget and get on a better game plan in order to have even more rollover into March. And that is the money that we are going to use to add on top of our minimum payments. We do have money in the savings account that I will address once our taxes come in, once we figure out exactly how much we have. And I start making videos about our strategies as we are paying off debt. Right now we do follow Dave Ramsey's plan, but I'm not following it exactly to a T, and I'll explain to you exactly which steps I'm changing, what steps I've added some to, and other differences that I've made that make us feel more secure going through the process. Even though we're not going to pay off debt as fast, it's going to help us in the long run stay on the journey and not fall off the path that we have laid out for us. So the next big thing you look at when you're talking about paying off your debt is not how long it's going to take you, but it's actually the date it is estimated that you're going to pay everything off, just paying the minimum payment. If I scroll down on my debt payoff planner here, the very first debt that we are scheduled to pay off is my Discover card, and it's estimating that it's going to take 3 years to pay it off, and it's not going to be until February 2023 to pay off $1,800, which is completely insane because it's definitely not going to take us that long. But what you'll realize is once we take some of our savings and start adding it towards the debt, you're going to see those numbers start to drop off dramatically. And the second debt, if you look at Megan's Discover card, is saying 3 years and 11 months. So it's almost an entire year after paying off my Discover loan that we will pay off Megan's. Right now, the minimum payment on my Discover card is only $50 a month, which isn't a lot by any means. But once you take that extra $50 and roll it into the next debt, that's when you start compounding the payments, and you can really see this baby steps taking over and you starting to win with your debt. So as of right now, going into February, our total debt balance is $228,000, and that is including our house. So this video is not going to be very long just because there's not a ton of content to talk about, but I do want to keep everybody in the loop as to how much money we're putting towards debt and how long our journey is taking, because if you are following this journey step by step, I want you to be able to see every possible piece of it. And it's the same way as being on your own journey. You know, every step is going to be really small. It's not going to feel like you're making a lot of progress, but you have to remember that every step you take towards becoming debt free is a step in the right direction. That this is possible. It's not an easy journey, but that it can be done with just a little bit of discipline and making sure that you are focused on your goals. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it showed you our first step into the journey and that it'll help you get yourself started and show you that it is possible. Sorry if you're hearing all this rumbling around. I got Liam chewing on his toys back there, and the dog just came in the bedroom and decided to start eating, so it's a good thing I'm done with the video. But I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any part of our journey, and hit the like button because that does help the channel grow so much. And I want these videos to get out as far as possible so that more and more people can jump on this journey, and it'll help everybody who decides to watch them. But with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.